Here I am. I am live. Here I am. I am live. I look a mess. Here I am. I am live. I look a mess. Before I start, maybe I'll ding some bells while we're waiting. Just to get things going here. I know it's a very weird time to be live. It's been a little bit of a couple of days, and I felt like I was doing this thing where I was like ruminating over something that happened like 4 years ago. And I'm like, shoot, I have not forgiven myself for this. And I've been really emotional over it. And I thought, well, maybe there are other people. Hi, Shannon. I see you. Hopefully, CT gets on here too. I have a couple of people that are going to be joining. I'm very excited. But I do just want to wait like a couple minutes, like not super duper long, because I know people have things going on to get started. Hi. So, yeah, I'll tell you guys a little bit about what's been going on. So, I've been renting my house for like 2.5 years now because in 2019 I left my husband. It was a really, really volatile situation. He wouldn't leave, so I left. And I left everything, literally, I left everything in that house. And I found out on Friday that my landlord is selling my house. So I have to find a place to move. Hi, CT. And I've been really emotional about it. And I'm beating myself up because when I went through my divorce, I didn't feel like I was smart. I guess that I just and I've talked about this, CT knows. Like I just felt like I made a big mistake and I'm still beating myself up over it and I need to let it go. And so I thought that maybe some other people could resonate and think of something that they really are beating themselves up over and maybe let it go. And just, I'm going to turn off invites for live because I don't want anybody coming in. Sorry. I don't know what that means. I just got a thing going on. But okay. So, what we're going to do, and you can sit or lie down for this. And by the way, this is a flying by the seat of my pants meditation. I did not script this one out. So, we are just going to take a couple minutes to get grounded and just allow ourselves to drop into our bodies as best as we can. Getting comfy. This is another one of those meditations where you might bring up some emotions that have been hanging out, and that's okay. I usually like to do hand on heart, hand on belly when I'm doing these, but that is totally preference. So we're just going to take a couple of deep breaths in. When you breathe in, you should notice that your belly expands, the whole belly, and as you're breathing out, you will notice the contraction. And what I like to do is breathe in and think words like love, to bring in more love. And then as I breathe out, I'm releasing sadness, breathing in peace, breathing out anger, safe to relax, breathing out fear, Just allowing yourself to hear my voice, remembering that the sounds you might hear are just the sounds of the universe, the music of the world. Just take a minute or two here. We're going to work up the body and notice tension, okay? So just noticing how you feel in your lower legs. And if you want to release any tension, a good thing to do is just actually clench into your feet, flex your muscles in the legs, breathing in, and then releasing, and you'll notice the relaxation come through. And you can move up to the upper leg and just tightening all the muscles, and then releasing, breathing out, feeling relaxation setting in more and more as we move up to the lower belly area. Big contraction there as you breathe in and breathe out, allowing relaxation to set in more and more up to the chest and shoulders. Quickly relaxing as best as we can with the time we have. Breathe in and tense up for just a second. Up in your shoulders and chest, tensing and release. Now we'll do both arms. You can do the whole arm, including squeezing the hands and just tensing all of your muscles in the arms as best as you can as you breathe in. And then relax. Notice that release. And then finally, you can do your neck and your head as you breathe in, clenching everything. You may make a funny face. That's okay. And releasing. Now we should feel pretty relaxed into our bodies as we move into this guided meditation. So, what I'm going to invite you to do is think of a space where you feel truly safe. This could be your bedroom. This could be an imaginary place that you decide. You could be on a mountaintop watching the moon or laying on the beach. I just want you to think of your safest place. And we're just going to breathe that in for a few minutes and really want you to notice the feel of the things around you. Are you sitting? Are you standing? What are you sitting on, or what are you standing on? Can you smell any smells? What's the temperature like? And again, this is your perfect place. It can be anywhere. And as you're feeling just safer and safer, if you have a person that you feel is an angel or guide for you, you can invite them in at this moment to just sit with you in this space. Just as a person of comfort, I know I usually bring in my grandmother. So just a person who makes you feel safe, that can also just be with you in your energy. Okay. Now I want you to think of a time and see yourself at that time when you feel ashamed or triggered by something that you did. Think of a time, like if you look back and think of a time where you're like, whoa, I was so stupid. It can be any age, it can be small, it can be just like me a few years ago. and just see yourself. Invite yourself to sit with that person. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take a deep breath in. And as we breathe in, we're inviting in curiosity, okay? And as we breathe out, we're going to breathe out that anger and frustration and judgment that we're feeling towards ourselves because we don't need it anymore. Breathing in that curiosity, that loving, gentle curiosity again as you see yourself. And breathing out that judgment, that frustration. Understanding that we do the best we can with what we have at any given moment in our life. And sometimes when we know better, it's hard to understand why we didn't act differently. But what you're going to do is you're going to look at yourself at that time and just say, I'm so sorry I've been so hard on you. I know that you were doing the best that you could, and I am so proud of you for what you did. I accept that I hurt myself, that I may have hurt other people. I forgive myself for anything that I may have done to hurt myself or any other people. I see myself with acceptance and self-compassion, and I can see how much I'm growing every day. I choose to drop the judgment and love and accept myself at this moment. I embrace my past mistakes as lessons that have given me new, beautiful opportunities to learn. I truly and completely love and accept myself at this time. And I let go of any anger or frustration regarding this situation. I love you so much. Thank you. Okay, guys, we're just going to take a couple of breaths in, and if you want to give yourself an actual squeezy hug, you can at this moment. Just giving yourself a big hug. Letting yourself let go of any emotions that may have come up, and just feeling the release of that judgment, the release of that frustration. And what I'm going to have you do, and you can let go of that little hug you were giving yourself if you're ready. And we're going to come back now just by wiggling some toes and fingers. That felt really good for me. I don't know about you guys. And just allowing ourselves to move and take a moment to come back, take some space, and give yourself permission to feel anything that may have come up for you. Remember that you are human. You've always been human, okay? And sometimes we make mistakes and we're not super proud of them, but holding on to them is not going to do us any good. So always remember to treat yourself with compassion and kindness. And I hope you guys have a great day, and that if you're watching the Super Bowl, you like it, and also that we get a good concert tonight. I'm going to go. I have a sound bowl session at 3, so I'm going to get ready for that. Thanks, guys.